I'm gonna give you an update on our swallow belly Mangalitsa pigs that we've gotten a couple weeks ago, and we're training behind an electric fence. If you're interested in something like that, then stay tuned. All right, so we got 2 swallow belly Mangalitsa gilts a couple weeks ago from my friend Micah McGee. He is McGee's Homestead Adventures, really great guy. I'm about to go show you how they're doing. I need to probably move them pretty soon, but I've been feeding them grass and giving them weeds and a little bit of corn. I'm gonna cut a little comfrey to see how they like that as well. I haven't fed my pigs a whole lot of comfrey because I don't have a huge supply of it yet. I am propagating it. I've done a video about that, about propagating our comfrey, and I turned about 10 or 15 plants into about 80 some odd plants. So I'm gonna cut this over here and we'll take it over to the swallow belly Mangalitsa piglets. They're probably about 10 weeks old now or something like that, and let you have a look. It's the first part of June, and this is already the 2nd or 3rd time I've cut this, and so that's one of the great things about comfrey is that it is a great biomass producer. It produces a whole lot, so if you want to feed it to your pigs or use it as compost, which we're going to do something later about that, making some compost out of it, then it's a great thing to grow on your homestead. Let's go over to the pigs. Here we are, here are the Mangalitsa piglets. They're about, like I said, 10 weeks old, give or take. And I've already pulled a little bit of a few weeds over here, and you see them nibbling on some of those now. I'm gonna feed them the comfrey and kind of watch them a bit because I actually don't know, it seems like I might have fed them before. Now it probably helps to feed them something like this when they're not used to some treats. They love grain, they love corn, and when you feed them those things, then a lot of those things, as much as they want, and they probably won't eat stuff like this. But if you feed them stuff like this and reduce the amount of grain, then they'll do a whole lot better on eating grass and weeds and forage. So let's take a look. All right, so I don't know if you saw back in the background, I gave a couple leaves to the big Mangalitsa pigs, and they gobbled it right up. These have not ate it yet. It's right here in the very forefront. You see it right there? So I don't think that comfrey is their favorite food. However, if what I have read is correct, it is very, very healthy for them, very nutritious. It will heal them, it will make them healthier animals. So if you feed it to your pigs, then that's probably a very good thing, but you need to make sure to feed it to them before you feed them the regular feed when they're still hungry, when they don't have a whole lot of forage. Because these back here, I haven't given anything today, these big ones that were in the background, and they gobbled it right up. I also went over here while I was off camera and gave them a bunch of curly dock and poison ivy and other things and tossed in there to them. They're gobbling all that right up. These I'd already fed something just a few minutes before I started the footage, so they didn't eat it. But I imagine if I come out here tomorrow, then this comfrey and all this other grass is going to be gone. I need to move these. If you see, it's kind of bare dirt. They have eaten everything that's there. But one of the reasons I have them here, if you haven't watched that previous video from whenever I first got them, is I'm trying to train them to this electric. And if you've been watching, I've been listening while it was muted, but if you've been watching, you see they haven't gotten in it at all. So it's about time that I can move them and keep training them. I need to, try it somewhere else so they can see that it's not just this location that has it. There's one of the big pigs in the background that gobbled it right up. That's Petunia, our sow. Hopefully she's bred now. I've had her and Henry together for a couple of months now, so Anyway, it is time for me to move them, but I wanted to show you because some people had asked me about feeding Comfrey to pigs and to other animals. Pigs do eat it. It's not their favorite. It is very healthy for them. So if you do feed it to your pigs, then make sure you give it to them before you give them their regular feed and other forage when they don't have a whole lot of other forage, because it is really good for them and they will eat it. It's just not their favorite. And let's all admit the truth that sometimes what's healthy for us isn't our favorite food. So just because it isn't their favorite and they won't eat it first, it doesn't mean that it's not good for them and they won't eat it. They just won't eat it first if they're not hungry. And my kids are the same way. If my kids aren't hungry, then they won't eat their vegetables. So when my kids are hungry, then they'll gobble those things right up, okay? And it's the same thing for the pigs. If you like things like this, like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, select all, follow my page, come back every day at about noon. I have a new video, and on YouTube, we do a live stream every Sunday night at 8 p.m. Thanks for coming. Say bye, Abraham.
Bye.